Hey, hey, welcome to another episode of the Lazy Saturday Night Chat. Um, I hope that you guys enjoyed the intro with the Hens of Grace and Fire that actually was live coming from the chicken run. And just before the countdown, I noticed that we were having social hour with Midnight and Coco dust bathing up on the dust bath that's about 3 feet up off the ground. And it looks like Mama needs to go out there and refill that dust bath because I'm out of peat moss, is what it looks like, and they got just enough in there to get that dust bath in, and then they're going to be out probably by the end of the day, which is kind of funny. But I love whenever I see the girls having like that social hour and just being chickens. And that is coming live from the new chicken run, which I'm so grateful for. I love it. I love everything about it. It's tall enough. I'm not going to hit my head again. There's no way because it's tall. Now, somebody taller than me, well, yeah, it's possible. But, you can only do so much. And the girls really seem to like it. It is actually, the footprint is smaller, but because we had 2 runs originally and now it's just one, it is just a lot more square footage, it feels like, than the original, but it's exactly the same footprint minus about 5 feet, which is pretty interesting. But we also went up and there are some perches in there. You could have seen one, just the base of it, but we are going to be adding more. And the girls seem to be super happy. So yay. But I hope you guys enjoyed that. Let me know if that's something you enjoy and you want to see again, maybe another time. Anyhow, we're going to see who's here. And it looks like the first in was Lori from It All Adds Up. Hey, Lori, I'm so glad you are here. And I did forget to check. Sometimes Restream doesn't actually show who the first person is in. So if I missed it, I am so sorry. But next in was Joey from Joe Fix It For You. Hey, Joey, guess who got doged? And your girl got a sticker, and I have a coin too, but my coin is with my other coins. Did you ever get a sticker there, Joey? Because now I got one of you. Hey, Joey, I see ya. I did get doged, and not only did I win a $2 bill, but I also got something from Jesse, and it's In Prop We Trust is what it says on the back. In Prop We Trust. Well, they are trying to cut back on the prizes, so I still think that's pretty cool. I love it. And then Joey said, hey, Glenda and Sir Grace. Yep. Sir Grace is lurking in the background. 2 of my kiddos gave me money for Mother's Day, and he is out there right now setting a post. I used the money to buy a clothesline, and I'm just so excited to have this new clothesline. And the other day I finally went and got the cement, so he's out there setting the clothesline. So I know he's lurking, but he's probably not in chat. Next in was New Horizons Above and Beyond. Hey, I'm so glad you're here. And next in was Jennifer Ocean Homestead. Hey, girly, I hope you heard that your package if it's not arrived, it's getting close. But I did mail out your package. So be looking for it. And then next in was my uncle. It's Uncle Cameraman. He says, hi, good evening. Guess this movie I'm watching. Gort. I'm not even about to say the rest of it. I'm glad you're enjoying a movie. And he said he'll be in and out. And then next in is the beautiful and wonderful Breezy. She said, hello, Glenda and Sir Grace. Well, hey there, Breezy. I'm so glad you're here. I know Breezy on a personal note. Very, very, very special. So if you see her popping in and out, that is Breezy. And then, of course, there's a live. We were just starting out with the Hens of Grace and Fire. They have their own Instagram page, and if you take your phone and hit that QR code, it will take you to the Hens of Grace and Fire's Instagram page, and it's all things about the girls. And I don't have any roosters, so it's all things about the hens. And then, okay, we're saying hi to everybody. And then I'm going to say hello to Lori. Hey, Lori. She said, hello, Glenda. And then next in, it's my co-host for Talk About It Tuesday. It's Karma from Lewis Acre Farm. You said it was one hot day today. I'll be with you, but gotta go and add water to the cooler. Oh my goodness, it's 103 right now and it's 90 degrees in the house. Yeah, that has got to be miserable. I remember living out in Idaho, and yeah, it's kind of hot right now for you. I don't blame you. But anyhow, yep, hopefully things will cool down for you. And yeah, hopefully soon. But if you guys haven't seen Talk About It Tuesday, we go live every Tuesday at 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, 3 p.m. Mountain Time. And we talk about all things that are on our hearts, no tacos included. So come on and check us out. We'd love to have you. And that's Tuesday nights at 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, 3 Mountain. And then the next in was Randy, our favorite trucker, quilter, and gardener. Hey, Randy. I finally did get that quilt block in the mail. I don't know if it's too late. If it is, just hold it for another quilt. But I finally got it in the mail. And oh, by the way, I saw your video on your raised beds, and wow, that is absolutely gorgeous. And I wish you all the best this year with your garden. I didn't comment, but I did watch. So what beautiful garden beds you have. And then my mother is in the house. She says hello everybody and good vibes. I'm sure she's just waving at everybody. I know that right now she is with my beautiful grandmother, and I love you, Grandma. You're the best grandma in the whole wide world, and I'm so proud to be your granddaughter. Mwah, mwah. That's from my grandmother. And yes, my beautiful grandmother is still going strong, and she is one gorgeous, beautiful, smart woman. Let me just say. So, mwah. I love you, Grandma. And then, unfortunately, Restream doesn't show what the emoji you were using, but I know that it's the hello. So Lori's waving at everybody. So hey there, Lori. And then, it's Jesse and Lisa. He said, hello, everybody. He tried to call me earlier today, and he thought I hung up on him, and I didn't. I was between two large hills out in the middle of nowhere, making my way from a U-Pick farm to one of my favorite thrift stores when he called, and I could hear him go, I think she hung up on me. And I didn't hang up on him. I heard him say that, and I just got a chuckle out of it. And I thought, I'm in between these two hills, and there's no signal. I wouldn't hang up. So anyhow, it was kind of a funny moment earlier today. And then, okay, there we go. Lori's now waving. There's all the highs. And yes, it was cool cash for a cool lady. I am really excited about my In Prop We Trust $100. Let's see, what's the front say? For motion picture purposes. There we go. So we know it's official. And it says, it's so official that it says not legal tender purposes, prop movie, own money used for movie game. So I need to go find a movie. Maybe I can take it with me on the cruise, and we'll go in and watch a show, and we could pay with this, why not, right? Oh, Tiffany's here. Hey, Tiffany, how are you? I'm so glad you're in here. Any syncing issues? Please tell me. The last time it was my microphone wasn't syncing with my mouth. So let me know in the chat and I'll get down in there. Let's see here. What did Karma say? This is way too early to already hit 100. What's 100-degree temperatures are here? Whoops. Should have said, but the $100, see, now I got $100 on my mind. the 100-degree temperatures are here to stay. Oh my goodness, girl. Yeah, we haven't quite gotten up that high, and I might just knock on that cherry wood there. Um, Today it was probably 74 last time I checked, according to my car. Of course, I was in between two large hills, and things could have been cooler right where I was at, but it wasn't too bad. Our local U-Pick farm was hopping today. So, Mom, if you guys are thinking about going to the local U-Pick farm and you know which one I'm talking about, you might have to walk a little bit. It was packed. And all I wanted to do was I wanted to pick up a flat of strawberries for my beautiful little miss, my grandbaby. And I'm going to be freeze drying some strawberries for her. And I thought, oh, I'll just pop in there and I'll pop out. Parking was atrocious. And I had a nice little hike. And I had a huge flat of strawberries. I bought the biggest one. And what was funny was when I was walking to my car, one of the ladies thought I actually picked them. And I went, honey, I ain't going to go out there and pick it with all these people everywhere. I'll come back another day and pick my strawberries. But the strawberries were gorgeous, and they are from that same farm. So not worried about it at all. What did Tiffany have to say? Okay, so weird. I feel like I'm watching one of those OPD Japanese girl. Oh no, it's not syncing on your end. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Okay, hang on. Let's check this. Okay, now tell me, it wasn't plugged in all the way. So let's see here. Let me know. Hopefully the mouth is working with the words. Tiffany, I appreciate you saying something though. But I definitely know how annoying that can be, watching somebody and the words don't sync up with the mouth. Let's see here. Okay, so it was out of sync. And my mom is saying hi to Breezy. Oh, Cynthia is here. Hey, Cynthia, I'm so glad you are here. What time is it? She's over in the Netherlands. And I know that it's late. I want to say it's probably, if I had to guess, 11 p.m. your time. Okay. So no Japanese movies tonight for you guys. And, if you were looking for one, I'm so sorry. I don't speak Japanese. So the English words won't come across. Maybe I should speak in Japanese and then let the English come out or something. No, I'm just teasing. Tiffany, I so appreciate you saying something. Thank you for looking out for me. I'm sending you a big warm hug. So thank you so much. Oh, next in was the beautiful Miss Andale Homestead. Hey, girl, I am so glad you are here. And I have a confession to make. I had made every plan to sit in your live on Tuesday. And then I thought I had the right time. And I went in and I logged in and you had just logged off. Like it said 30 seconds ago. I'm going to try to catch you on Tuesday. I miss your lives. And if you don't know, Miss Ann has a Tuesday show, and it's about where you choose your attitude. And I can't say it quite like the beautiful Miss Ann, but I do think about that every Tuesday, that it's my day to choose my attitude. And maybe I'm going to be nice, and maybe I'm going to have a little bit of fire. I mean, just saying. So, yes. Okay, and then Karma said, it's much better now. No Japanese today. I could just do Skoshi. For me, it was important to know how to find the bathroom. And so that's what I learned in Japanese. And I also learned Domarigato gozaimasu. And so I used to be able to count and all the goodness, but when you don't keep up with the language, you do forget certain things. And what's funny is my grandfather, if my beautiful grandmother is still listening, my grandfather could speak Japanese fluently. And I understood what he said. I couldn't verbalize it back. And I remember my grandfather teasing me, "You spent 3 years in Japan. I was there 18 months. And you just know Skoshi?" And I said, "Grandpa, I was pregnant twice over there. I needed to know where the bathroom was at. Tori wa doko desu ka? I got it. I know where the bathroom's at." And he just laughed and laughed and laughed at me. And then I just thought it was funny. It was always our little joke. But he had a friend that he was able to speak to, so he was able to keep that language up. And this girl doesn't have anybody. And of course, English is their second language. And so when I got lost in Tokyo, I would stop and ask for help to figure out how to get back to the train stations. And I would just kind of go up to them and speak in Japanese, "Excuse me," and then I would speak in English. So they were always super helpful. And I have to say, living in Japan was one of the highlights of the places I've ever lived. It was the safest country, including the United States, in my personal opinion. The best country I've ever lived in. There's lots of festivals. The only thing, though, is it was a little bit crowded. And for this country-hearted girl going into the world's largest city, yeah, that was pretty difficult. But I would go back in a heartbeat. Hands down, I love Japan. Beautiful, beautiful people, beautiful country, beautiful food. I can't say enough nice things. And I understand what my grandfather why he was so passionate about Japan. I get it. Although he had me thinking that it was country and I moved into the city. Not the same. Not the same. Let's see here. It was interesting to watch. I imagine, but man, girl, I appreciate you. Thank you so much. Okay, so it's 2300 hours or 11 p.m. Wow, that's late. That is late. Let's see here, saying hi to Miss Ann. Oh, look who snuck right in there. He had a good day today, and he texted me and said, "I'm back, and I'm so glad you made it back, and I'm so glad you're here." Last night, I had so much fun sitting in with Scott and Jesse talking about the cruise. And if you missed it and you're on that cruise, go back to last night's live. There's been some important updates, and I definitely want to make sure everybody gets that information. And I am counting down to cruise in Alaska. I cannot believe we are just a couple of months away, and I can't believe I'm going on a cruise. So yeah, that just because I said yes when I would never get on a ship. But yeah, I'm excited. Sure, you didn't hang up on him. Are you sure you aren't just a little bitter for being Doge? No, not at all. I actually think it's pretty funny. And you know what? I like gifts that are kind of something that'll, I don't know, create memories, I guess. I won the bacon flavored toothpaste, and I thought that was the funniest thing. And then I held it for Jesse to try. So we sat at my kitchen table and we went live, and I got him a glass of water, got him something to spit in, I got him a napkin, and we sat down and we both brushed our teeth. We both had the same toothbrush, which was funny. And we both did the bacon toothpaste challenge together. So that's been a little while ago, but I think things like that are fun. And then I passed the toothpaste around to other family members, and they all tried it, and it was pretty funny. Would I brush my teeth with bacon flavored toothpaste? Nah, I'm a minty kind of girl, but that was fun. So I enjoy the fun things too. Oh my goodness, I completely understand. I can't believe I did that though. I mean, I had every intent. I really enjoy listening to you live, even if I just have you, like if I'm at the gym and I put you in my ear and I'm just working out. I enjoy it. But gosh darn it, I missed it this week. Cannot believe, by 30 seconds. Let's see here. I got my Doge mail yesterday too. Did you get the $2 bill and the Improp We Trust? $100. I think that is so much fun. Let's see here. And Scott saying, hi, Miss Breezy. Hi, Miss Ann. Everybody saying hi to Scott. Let's see here. What is my mother saying? We are driving home now. Okay, well, the next time you see my beautiful grandmother, we'll just hit the replay and give her all the well wishes and hugs and love. And man, I love that woman. I have the best grandma out there. Smart woman. She was a caregiver, and growing up, I watched her take care of her sister, and who was in the nursing home. And let me tell you, my grandmother, she is like, you don't mess with her. She would get up into doctors' faces when she didn't like something, or she'd make sure that they knew you're going to listen to her. And because all she cared about was the quality of life that her sister had and making sure she had top-notch care. And I watched her growing up doing this. And little did I know that I would be in that caregiver role one day. So part of the Grace and Fire name is she's a woman of grace, even in the heat of the fire, is a reminder of how my grandmother was. And that's where Grace and Fire comes from. The channel name it comes from being a caregiver. So yeah, you talk about one strong woman. I love that girl. She is the best grandma. And I have to tell you, one of my favorite things was when I was probably about 17, and my grandfather was a minister. So after church, my grandfather drove home, and I rode back with my grandma. I just thought, well, I'll spend the afternoon with my grandmother. And when we got to the house, she rolled down her window as fast as she could, because remember the wheel, like you had to, like, you couldn't just hit the button. You actually had to turn it, right? And so she goes, hey, good looking. You want to go on down to the Dairy Queen with two beautiful girls? That was my grandmother. And my grandfather, he blushed, and he said, no, you girls, you are very beautiful, but you go on down to Dairy Queen by yourselves. And so we headed on, but I'll never forget my grandmother doing that, which I thought was funny. But she was just a strong woman. Fun lady. Let's see here. Shoot, yesterday was Friday. Dang it, I missed it. I know. I have days like that too. I get thrown off, and it's all good. That's what the replay is for. So just go on back and check it out when you get time. But yeah, no problem. Let's hear Kanbawa. Oh, is that what you're watching? I'm not sure. Let's see here. No to family, but yes to Jesse and I. Okay. And then Breezy said hi to Scott. And let's see here. Hi, Uncle Cameraman. And oh my goodness, Cameraman. I'm not about to say that. Let's see here. Sounds like the amazing caregiver. I know. Well, I learned a few things off that woman. And yeah, she just was incredible. When I first became a caregiver, and I didn't identify as one, I was just first and foremost Sir Grace's wife. There was a night that I had a really, really rough night. I'm not going to go into what it was, but nobody knew how rough it was for me. And my grandmother called me, and she said, I don't know why I needed to call you, but I needed to call you. And she said, I just felt like I needed to pick up the phone. And so we just talked, and she was just super uplifting. And I asked her for some advice, and she gave me some serious good advice. And she didn't call me caregiver. It wasn't that. It was just, she understood where I was at in life, and the walk that I had been on. And yeah, it was well received, but it came on probably one of my hardest nights. And I was still living out in Arizona, so I didn't have family around, and I didn't pick up the phone and tell anybody how hard that night was. But Yeah, she gave me some really good advice, and she's given me some good advice through the years. And yeah, I'm always going to remember that. And I appreciate her. And I always tell her, if I can be half of you as a grandmother, I'm doing good, because my grandma rocked. Oh, that's right. You did do the bacon challenge. And I think you did okay with it. Aunt Lynn, hmm, that was pretty funny, watching her take the bacon toothpaste challenge. Um, yeah, and I'm not sure whatever happened to the bacon toothpaste. I think it's still out there somewhere. We need to find it and get it back, and find somebody else to try it. But I don't know if it's still on the wheels there, Jesse, but you'll have to let me know. That is one of the funnier gifts. And then I won a little bit different. It was actually on the dark wheel, but I don't think it should be on the dark wheel. It's one of my favorite things. Um, I won a little gnome brush that sits by the sink, and it's great for washing dishes with. And I'm just saying, it's going strong still. I put it in the dishwasher from time to time just to sanitize it, and it looks just as brand new as the day that I got it. And why that was ever on the dark wheel, I don't know. And then I have a spinner that my little miss likes. She'll sit at my desk and she'll just sit and spin it. And I have the blue one, and I just love it. So there are a couple of my favorite ones on the dark wheel, and I just don't think they should be on the dark. Well, at least the brush. I like the brush. And if you get that brush, let me know what you think. But mine is a little red, white, and blue gnome, and it is absolutely one of my favorite ones, and it holds up really well in the dishwasher, which is, I don't think it's meant to go in the dishwasher, but I keep it like I have 3 racks in the dishwasher, so the top one, and that's where I put it, so it's as far away from the heat as possible. But hey, it looks gorgeous like the day that I got it, and I've had it close. I mean, like, I want to say maybe 8 or 9 months, and I use it all the time, and it's as cute as can be. Oh, Ginger's here. Hey, Ginger, I'm so glad you're here. I had a talk with a friend of mine who is a fellow chicken keeper about your issue with your girls. And if you don't know what I'm talking about, for everybody else in the chat, go back to Thursday's Craft and Chat, and where she was asking for advice. But a friend of mine wanted me to let you know that definitely break up the pecking order. But another thing she thought of was take a kennel, and if you have to put the girls together, which she was even saying I'd keep them separate because there's something up with the 2 of them. But she said if you have to put them together, keep one girl in the kennel. If you can figure out who the bully is, put the bully in the kennel, and put that kennel like a the wire kennels, not the covered ones, but the wire ones where they can see all the way around. But put the bully in the kennel, so that way they can interact with each other without hurting one another, and maybe that'll kind of calm it down. That was her other thought. But she agreed with me. She said, break the flock up and reset that pecking order. And I've had to do that myself. We have a broody breaker, which is just a kennel, open-aired kennel that we put our girls in whenever they're broody, because we don't have a rooster and there's no need for us to hatch out eggs, and because the eggs aren't even fertile. And quite frankly, for those who don't know, broody girls, if they sit on a clutch too long, they deteriorate in health, and because they quit eating, quit drinking a whole lot, and really there's no sense for that, and especially in our situation. But whenever I've had to take a bully out, I've actually put that bully in the garage in the broody breaker for about 2 days, and then I reintroduced my flock together by letting the flock out under supervision. We have a a poultry fence, a movable one. So I actually let the girls come out of the run, and then I stand there for a good half an hour. And to make sure that the girls are getting along, I give treats, and then and that usually solves it for me. Um, Now, I wish I had done that with Minnie in the beginning. Minnie was the first time I ever dealt with a real bully, and I knew who her bully was. She's no longer with us, not because of like I got rid of her, but she did die of sauerkraut. Um, but anyhow, that was Minnie's bully, and I wish I had known that information was to pull that bully out. But that's how I deal with it. But I'm hoping your girls are okay and that they're healing good. But that was the best that we could think of. She also recommended checking out a channel called Chickenlandia. I'm not sure if you follow her. I follow her. I actually really like a lot of her homeopathic remedies that she does, and maybe seeing what else she has to offer. So that's kind of where we were at, just kind of brainstorming. So, because I thought, well, I want to hear some other chicken keepers. And there's one guy that I know that has 50 chickens, and I'm trying to catch him because I'd like to get his advice on that too. He literally has 50. But he's only at the gym every so often. He travels a lot, and then he has a sitter that comes in to take care of their flock or his flock. So yeah, so if I can catch him, I plan on having that conversation with him and get his thoughts too for you. Let's see here. It's definitely still on the wheel. Okay, good, because I love that little gnome. Little brush. It is cute, cute, cute. Let's see here. Kambamba. I'm not going to pronounce that. Kambanwa is good evening. Okay. Good evening. Good evening. It's true. I won nice stuff on the dark wheel. I did pray no bacon toothpaste though, as it was spinning. That's so funny. That's so funny. I just kind of sit back and go, whatever it's going to be, it's going to be. I mean, you just misspelled. That's okay. Let's see here. Karma said, I really want that gnome brush. I know. I love it. It is cute. I mean, it's just a little thing. It's, tiny. And the bristles are still holding up. I mean, it looks still brand new. I'm not even lying. And I use it all the time. So it is really good. Let's see. Oh, wow. I actually did that not by choice, but on necessity. One is in a dog kennel inside the small coop with the other one roaming free inside the mini coop. Oh, good. It was all I could think to that day. Oh, yeah. That's actually what a friend of mine said that she recommended for you. So, yeah. And if that doesn't work, I'm not sure what else to do, because I think really kind of breaking that pecking order up is probably one of the better things you can do. But I would keep her in that kennel and I appreciated the fact that you said that you find value in your chickens, so you're wanting to give it a shot. So I'm trying to think of things to help out. But there may be some homeopathic remedies too, and that's where I'm going to send you on to Chickenlandia. It's one word. She's got really good resources. A friend of mine, the one that actually mentioned the kennel, she also mentioned Chickenlandia too, but she listens to the podcast, and I'm going, well, I follow her on YouTube, and I know she has a web page as well. So very well-known chicken keeper, all natural, holistic type remedies and things. And, so yeah, I would send you that way, for information. If I can't think of anything else, Turtle Power. Okay. Go Turtles, right? No, let's see here. Go. What's that one? I don't remember. Anyhow, I wasn't into Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. I know who they are. And, yeah, that's okay. That's okay, Mom. Oh, you fell asleep. She said, hi, all. I fell asleep. Well, it's a beautiful afternoon to take a nap. Well, I'm glad you're awake, which is good. It's almost time for dinner too. So what are you guys going to have for dinner? Let's see here. Hi to everybody. Let's see here. Keep going through. Hi. Oh, you are so welcome, Ginger. I don't know what else to think of. Lavender, if you've got any lavender, put that around because that's a calming herb. Chamomile's a calming herb. I mean, I'm thinking of like trying to de-escalate this. That product that I sent you, I would also like anywhere where the feathers have not grown in, I would also be putting that stuff on there. Even if the skin is healed, I would put that on there because I'd want to deter them from seeing that there's a bare spot on their head. And it smells like grape Kool-Aid. I mean, I'm not even lying. I have it downstairs in my emergency kit. I have this huge basket by my front door, and it's a chicken emergency kit. Maybe one day I'll have to bring it up and show it. I have shown it on the channel, but I really like that. It's called Peck No More, and I get it from Tractor Supply. It's like Blue Coat, but Blue Coat has a lot of chemicals that I don't want my girls exposed to, especially being egg layers. So that's the natural way of doing things. So it's a little bit I'm thinking non-toxic, I guess is the way to put it. But it smells like purple grape Kool-Aid, and you will get it everywhere. So like wash your hands immediately afterwards, and don't put it on your clothes. You might stain your clothes. But I would put that on that little chicken's heads until their feathers come in, just to deter them from it. It kind of blends things out, and it will last a good week or so until they dust bathe or it rains and it washes off. But I love that product. So I would do that as well, just so that way kind of deter them from being so aggressive and so mean. I know, it's so funny because I tell people all the time, chickens they're aggressive birds. Now I won't have any that are aggressive to my littles. They have to be kind to my littles. And otherwise, bye-bye. But they are very aggressive to each other, and they will take out another bird if they're sick or ill, or I don't know, they just don't like them. So yeah. Oh, and the other thing is, Ginger, just make sure that there is like no mites or anything, like checking on them. Make sure there's not like anything on them that maybe the other bird is like catching on. That would be another thing. Just make sure your birds are, I know you know this. I don't mean that in a weird way, but I would just make sure that they're healthy, that there's not something underlining that you're missing too. But I know you, and I know you check all your bases too with the girls. But yeah, that's the best I had. And herbs, total, like all the calming herbs. Let's see here. So my mom is slipping out. She must be home. Bye, Mom. Let's see here. Aunt Lynn is having hot wings and cheesy potatoes. What time is dinner? That sounds good. Yeah. We tomorrow are going to have queen for a day, and the queen has been picked, and I'm super excited. In our family, we get together once every month or 2 months, whatever it is, whatever our schedules look like, and we honor a woman in our family. It's always somebody different, just as a way of loving on one another and being uplifting. My mom started it to make new memories, and they used to be on Saturday nights, and it was affecting my lives because it would run right into it, and I'm not going to go live from Queen for a day because some of the ladies are not on YouTube and want to be respectful for that. But Aunt Lynn, I got the roast. So tomorrow I'm making roast in the crock pot, and everybody is bringing sides. And then I also made bourbon barrel ice cream, vanilla ice cream, bourbon barrel vanilla ice cream. Yeah, say that 5 times. Anyhow, it's really good, and I'm looking forward to having all the ladies over. We're going to be celebrating at my house for the first time, and yeah, going to be a great day. So can't wait to have you over, Aunt Lynn and Mom. So, and then we celebrate a new lady tomorrow. Oh, Carlene. Hey, girl. I'm so glad you are here. I'm hoping you're having a great night. The weather was gorgeous today. I'm sure it was where you were at. So hopefully he did something wonderful. Well, I want to talk about something since we've been on the subject of chickens. I'm going to be doing a product testing. I was asked by someone to take a test run with my chickens. Did I say Chicken Laundry is the channel name? No, it's Chickenlandia. Let me spell it out for you real quick. I might be off. Chickenlandia. That's how it's spelled. Chickenlandia. So check her out. She's out in the Pacific Northwest, and she used to have chickens in the city limits, but now she's like out in the country, and she's got this gorgeous chicken run that'll make you envious. She has 2 runs with the coop in the middle, and she lets the flock out on one side for a little while and then lets the grass like grow up, and then she'll open the door and let the chickens out on the other side. And it's just like, it's the dream chicken yard, I'm just saying. But she is really good, full of all kinds of knowledge. I'm hoping that popped up. Let me know if it did. And if it didn't, after I get done with the live, I'll send you the link. So yeah. Oh, she's saying hello to everybody in chat. She must be on her phone. As we all know, it's hard to tag people. So no big deal. Carlene, I'm so glad you're here. All right. So back to what I was asked to product test. And it's this. And when I first got it in the mail, I looked at it and I'm like, is this like some kind of a game where you like put a marble in and like, you know, like what do you do with this thing? And I had no idea. And so I looked at the label, and I'm kind of curious if anybody knows what this is. It's super thin, super thin. And it's foam. So, yep, that's it. Chickenlandia, you got it. So this is actually a nest pad for my girls that I'm going to give a try and see what it, see how it works out. I'm kind of curious. So I use Aspen nest pads with a paper underneath in my nest box. And it's compostable, but I like it because if they get a little something on there, I just take it out and I shake it, and then I'll stick it back in there. And yeah, so this is just a foam pad, and I think the design is so that way when they lay their eggs, it just kind of hits the foam and doesn't break. It looks like a feeder. Hey, Nisi, I'm so glad you're here. Thank you for being here. And then, yeah, it's a nest pad. I know, question mark. So I'm interested to see how it works. I've got some concerns, but I could very well be wrong. I think the color will be okay where they don't mess with it too hard. I'm actually going to just put it in their nest boxes plain like this. I'm going to take 2 of their nest pads out. Only have 3 nest boxes in the coop. So I'm going to take out 2 of the Aspen nest pads. I'm going to leave 1 Aspen in there because I want a choice, and I know which nest box that they use the most. So I'm going to slip this into that one so it gives it a fair shot. I don't know how it works, so I'm going to report back to you guys on it next week. And we'll see how that it works. We'll see how many eggs I get. I think I'm going to take like a count on eggs, and that way we know like what does the Hens of Grace and Fire think about it. You know, and I can tell which girl laid an egg because I only have 10 hens, and I can pick up an egg and go, oh, this is from Coco, or oh, this is from Gracie, or not Gracie, but Faith, or this is from Midnight. I actually know my girls' eggs. A lot of it has to do with color. and shape and size. So I just know who's who. So I think I'll be able to figure out who likes this the most. So we'll be interested to see. I'm going to give it a full week. I don't expect my girls to lay on the new pad for maybe a day or two. Anytime you introduce chickens to something new, they are a little bit hesitant on it. And it takes a day or two for them to like something new. So I'm going to give it a couple of days because that's just kind of like so they can see it and they can get used to it. I don't know how it'll work. I don't use shavings in my nest boxes, so I don't have any pine shavings to put on top. So I actually am just going to lay it in there and lay it flat. I have this plastic thing in there, so if an egg does break, it'll catch it. So I am going to leave it there just to protect the nest box because this girl don't feel like cleaning up a broken egg inside of it. I just want to like lift everything up and take it out and spray it down and wash it. So I will leave the black plastic thing underneath of it just so that way if an egg does break, it'll just be easy to clean up. But I'm going to report back to you guys on this. And to the person that sent these for me to try out, thank you so much. I'm excited. I've never done a product test with the girls before. So this will be something fun to try. The only concern I have, and I'm going to just say my concerns because if I'm wrong, then this is documented that I was wrong, is would they peck at it and try to eat the foam? And then will it get scratched up because their nails are long? So we'll see what happens. And if I do notice that they're pecking at it, I will be pulling it just because I don't want them consuming foam. But I don't know. We'll see what happens. We'll see. Yeah, it is pretty cool for sure. And yeah, you can tell you have to tell your boss about it, but wait until I product test it before your boss buys it because I just don't know. It may work. But like I said, I use Aspen nest pads and my nest pads will last 4 or 5 months or so. I literally just take them out and shake them. If there's something on there I don't want. My eggs are always super, super clean. The only time I ever have dirty eggs is if it's been raining. I have a few people in the chat that have been recipients of my eggs. Breezy's one, and Aunt Lynn is one. My mom has been one. And they can tell you that the eggs are pretty clean, but I tell them that they're dirty because I don't ever wash eggs. I literally just put my eggs in the fridge dirty, and they can last 4 to 6 months in the fridge if you don't wash them. So we'll find out. I think it'd be a great way to keep your eggs clean. I think that's a positive. So I'll get back with you guys next Saturday. So stay tuned on that one. They will be going in tonight. So that way we can start tomorrow as day 1. So I'll put 2 of them in there and we'll see what happens. Yeah, it does look pretty cool. It's a really interesting concept because you could wash them down. You could keep reusing these too. I don't know how long they would last. I guess maybe it depends on the flock. If and Ginger, you know how chickens are. They like to fluff their nest boxes up. That's where I'm concerned with them scratching the foam up. Just because when they try to fluff it up, make it nice, they do scratch. And their nails are long. So, but it may actually be a good product. I don't know. I'm going to give it a try and see what happens. So we'll get back with you next week. Don't buy them just yet. Wait until, definitely. At least I don't see any. Yeah, no problem. Absolutely. Yeah, wait on that. And I'll get back with you guys next week on this. It'll be interesting. So I'm excited. I really am genuinely excited to product test something. I've never been asked to do that before. It's my first time. And why not? We'll give it a shot and see what happens. totally prefer any cleanup, easy cleanup myself, right? High five to Breezy. Right? I can't tell you how many times I forgot that I needed to wash those eggs. Well, I do as I say and not as I do. Breezy, I tell you to wash those eggs, and does this girl do it? No, not unless they're dirty. I mean, like if they've got something on it because of the rain. Um, I don't ever really wash my eggs, but I always tell everybody wash your eggs because I don't want anybody getting sick. But they look like it's very, I mean, when it's been raining. I'm not gonna say it's rare because sometimes we get hit with a lot of rain and chickens pick up dirt. And while that they are coming in when they come into the coop, they're walking on sand to get a lot of that dirt off before they go lay. I can't say it's never dirty, but for the most part, I have pretty clean eggs. Every now and then I'll get a poopy egg and I toss it, and the girls like to eat the eggs, which sounds horrible, but I let my girls eat their own eggs because I'm not going to give somebody an egg that's poopy. So my girls get them. But yeah, hey, I think this is a thing to give it a try. Oh, and Jesse dropped a link. Let's see here. Go visit them crazy, lazy people next. Yes, I'm going to have to go over to visit the crazy, lazy person because at 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, Jesse and Lisa are going to be going live they're going to do their wheel. So everybody's got to make sure. Thank you for posting that, Jesse. I want everybody to come on over to you guys. So anyhow, but I appreciate each and every single one of y'all for coming in and hanging out with me on this lazy Saturday night chat. I really enjoy spending Saturday nights with you. It took me a little bit to get used to going live on Saturday nights and making a commitment to it. And then also kind of, the schedule because life happens. But I really appreciate hanging out with y'all. And honestly, y'all are the best. And I'm sending each and every single one of y'all big, big hugs. Oh, that's fine. No problem. Girl, I do that too. I like to listen to a lot of people. I'll go out and do the podcast style, put my earbuds in. I'm out in the garden working and, I do it all the time. Oh, speaking of the garden, and before I forget, I went out to the garden and checked in on my survival seeds, like little patch that I have going on. And that's part of a collab. It's Survival Seeds Collab 2025, or it's hashtag Survival Seeds 2025. But anyhow, it's the collab that everybody's in. And I noticed that all of my bean seeds have germinated. Some of them, because of the sheer amount of rain, came up out of the dirt. So I pushed them all back down in there. And it looks like I'm going to be having beets pretty soon. They're starting to come up. So, and then the other one, I think it was a pumpkin one that I have going too from them. And I'm so excited. I went out there and I noticed that things are starting to emerge, and I'm like, yay, we're getting somewhere. So yeah, it's been really cool going out to that garden. And just walking up and down going, this is awesome to be part of this collab. And there's other people growing the same things that I am. And yeah, I appreciate it. Let's see here. What did Breezy say? Always a blessing to join your live. Breezy, I appreciate you for being here. And I appreciate you for moderating too. So thank you so much. And then Lori said, y'all are awesome. My YouTube family. Yep, exactly. Rules. Yes. And by the way, I'm just going to say, this has happened to me where autocorrect changes what you say. And poor Ginger on Thursday, I think she may have had fun deciphering what I was saying because Siri was messing things up. So I get it, girl. But she meant rules, RULES. So yes, thank you so much. I appreciate you. I think the world of each and every single one of you. I'm prepping dinner. LOL. I'll see everyone in the next live stream. Ooh, girl. And then, oh, thank you so much, Aunt Lynn. I enjoy watching the official Aunt Lynn show too. Is she paying you, Miss Breezy? I might be paying her with eggs, Scott. To make sure you got to take care of your moderators, and appreciate them just a little bit. And Breezy may be getting some eggs tomorrow. Oh, I'm sorry, Breezy. You'll get some eggs tomorrow. I'll pay you. I got you, girl. Anyhow, well, I'm going to give you all some time and let you out early. You got 20 minutes. Go order something for dinner. Go make something for dinner. Get a drink, get a snack. Go use the restroom, because next up is Lazy Days Ahead with Jesse and Lisa. Great time over there. Sir Grace and I look forward to it every other week. So make sure you head on over and put little fires in the chat just to let them know that I sent you. As always, be kind to somebody. You just don't know what they're going through. I'm sending lots of love to each and every single one of y'all. Have a great week. We'll see y'all next week. Actually, come back Tuesday for Talk About It Tuesday. We'll see you then. Bye.